Hey everyone, the internet is set ablaze. It was announced that Super Mario Sunshine is finally coming to the Switch 2 NSO, and this is pretty cool. I'm glad this is coming to NSO. I really think GameCube needs more games, and honestly, while I'd like to see Twilight Princess and some other stuff, this is a perfect one to do, and I'm glad that they actually got it out in the summertime. It should have been July, but I'm glad they got it out at least kinda in the summertime. With that being said though, this has kind of also created some sparks in the community, because some people are now saying that 3D All-Stars is pointless, it's a pointless game, what was the point of even buying it if they were going to release every game separately? And two of those games they actually kind of put out for free, depending on how you view the NSO membership. I kind of also view it for free, but I know some people don't view it for free, so I mean it's a complicated thing, because I'm going to buy the membership anyways, and you know what, we're not going to get into all that here. But the point I'm trying to make is, is Super Mario Sunshine, or is Super Mario 3D All-Stars a pointless game? What was the point of buying it? Let's talk about that. Well, I'm going to be honest with you right now. We see these discussions a lot, like when Galaxy was released and 64 was put on NSO, and in my opinion, I think anybody who says that really needs to stop and actually think about what they're saying. Because in the case of Galaxy, yes, that game is physically on a cart, Galaxy 1 and 2. However, in the case of 64 and Sunshine, those games are just on NSO, meaning that the point of Super Mario 3D All-Stars, owning that game, is exactly what it is. It's owning those games. Because without 3D All-Stars, you cannot physically own, or even digitally actually own, a copy of 64 or Sunshine. And I love NSO, don't get me wrong, I do love NSO, but it's basically Netflix. You're just streaming the game essentially, you're not actually going to have that game. And as much as I hate it, one day, whether it be 8 to 12 years from now, NSO will be shut down. And when that happens, that's why a game like 3D All-Stars is so important, because that game actually allows you to own Sunshine and 64. And I won't lie. As much as I do love NSO, part of the reason why I don't get too attached to some of the games on there is because it is kind of crazy to think that in 8 to 12 years, I won't be able to play them anymore. So yeah, that's a big reason why the 3D All-Stars game is still worth it, at least to me. And also too, if you're a Switch 1 user or a Switch Lite user, the only way you can play Sunshine is through 3D All-Stars, because those systems are not getting the Switch 2. So again, I'm not trying to say that I think 3D All-Stars is worth the insane price hike that you see from eBay and stuff. No, I don't think it's worth that at all. I think the game was $60, it should be in the $60 to $70 range, and I really do think these re-releases are going to help the game come down, because we've seen that a lot with re-releases, it brings game value down. So I'm glad about that, but at the same time too, I definitely think there is a value in having this game on your shelf, and the idea that it's suddenly pointless because you can play them outside of it, to me, is just kind of silly. Because again, yeah, you can play them and that's fine, but if you actually want to own Sunshine or 64, or actually play them on a Switch 1 or Lite, this is the only way right now. And I'm not trying to repeat myself, I say after repeating myself for 3 minutes straight, but overall I want to do a video that was a little bit different than my Amiibo reviews that I've been doing a lot of lately, and I thought this would be a fun topic to talk about. But yeah, thanks for watching, please rate, like, and subscribe.